Welcome back to another Wednesday Whisky review from our boys at the Buffalo Happy Hour. Today we have Aberlour Casg Annamh.
It's a little chilly in here, so we're going to be somewhat quick about it.
Yeah.
We should start with today's episode sponsor, Addys. Thank you for your continued partnership. We have our shelf display on the floor as soon as you walk in, so make sure when you visit Addys, which is located on Transit Road in Williamsville, you check that out. They have a in-house wine sommelier as well as an app, Addys Fine Wine and Spirits app, in the Apple App Store and the Google Playground Play Store, in which you can download it, check their inventory, and see what you would like to buy, and then have them ship it to you if you are within the state of New York. Addys, thank you so much for being another sponsor for another episode, for another great day here at the Buffalo Happy Hour. Derek, these notes are going to be long and intense, but I do have to say Aberlour's packaging as a whole is great. It's just huge. Huge packaging.
Yeah. I mean,
from a container standpoint.
Yeah, they don't shy away from being like, yeah, we're Aberlour. Just deal with it.
Yeah, they let you know what's going on.
Yeah, all right, perfect. So this didn't update, so that's all fun. So we're just going to do this off the top of my head. All right, you ready? So this is Aberlour Casg Annamh. That's what it's called. It means rare cask. So what Aberlour does with this, Aberlour traditionally is a very heavy sherry influenced distillery. That's what the original founders back in the 19th century liked to taste when they had their whiskey. So Aberlour tried to get back to that sherry predominant note. You remember a couple months ago at this point, probably even longer than that, we had Aberlour Abunad on, which was a predominantly 100% sherry cask aged whiskey, and that was very heavy, that was cask strength, and that was very what am I trying to say? What's that V word I always say?
Viscous.
Viscous. There we go. Nailed it.
We also finished it during a Bills game, so
yeah.
Go Bills.
Not Super Bowl, though, because I wasn't there. So we had that, and it was very viscous. It was amazing whiskey, but it was cask strength. What they did with this expression is this is a triple cask product, which means that some of it was aged in the Oloroso sherry casks, some of it was aged in American sherry casks, and then another portion of it was aged in American bourbon casks. So you're going to get some of those more well-rounded notes. It's probably not going to be as sherry, cherry, deep note, dark fruit as the Abunad, but it's still going to be very good. Aberlour is one of our favorite distilleries in Scotland. They just always produce some amazing, amazing products that tastes fantastic. So I'm excited for this one.
Well, pour yourself some.
Oh,
I can't wait to dive into the label branding portion of our review. If you are new here, that's what we do. Label branding, initial taste, nose, any notes, and final rating, not necessarily in that order. However, we are pumped for this. So label branding, Derek, like we said, their packaging is intense. They did not necessarily...
They have a cushion on it, too?
Miss a beat. Yeah, they got a cushion, which is new.
That's sick. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
The wax seal is...
intense.
Also very intense when you're trying to open their bottles. They have a cork.
Huge cork.
Huge cork. I do like the color of the spirit as well.
Yeah.
But I just like that this is kind of like it's grooved almost. It's got like a texture to it. And... nice and durable.
I just love their...
Nice and durable, you know?
I just love their color scheme. We have the regular Aberlour 12-year out here.
Yeah.
And they just look so beautiful on the shelf. They really do.
You don't get rid of their packaging.
Right.
Even after their bottle is gone, get rid of the bottle, keep the packaging.
Yeah.
It's basically how it goes.
Even the bottle, though, it's in gray, or it's protruding out Aberlour, established 1879 distillery, Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey. This is just a beautiful, beautiful bottle. And more about this particular expression is that it is very, very, very small batch. It's not single barrel, but it's very small batch, because what they're doing here is they wanted to take some of the best sherry casks that they had and blend it into a small batch of this. So it's kind of taking more of the better casks that went into the Abunad and putting it into this, marrying that with the bourbon and the American sherry. So that's kind of how this comes about. It's around, what is it, $64.99, I think, at Addys.
There it is.
So
there it is.
Yeah, it's super cool. So, all right, label branding, what are we giving it?
A++.
A++. No doubt, bro. All right, A++. Nose?
Nose. Wow, there's a lot of caramel there.
I love
a lot of honey.
Aberlour so much.
A lot of caramel and honey up front.
There's like a sweet vanilla too.
Yeah, there is. Good call on that.
But then you get more down into it once you get past those sweet notes, and you're getting a lot of like fig and raisin. Like some super, super dark.
Fig is prominent.
Yeah.
Fig is very prominent. It's a great nose.
And like you're getting some of those sherry characteristics of the cherry, the dark fruit. But man, this is just very, very candied on the nose. Like all those figs and raisins is like a candied raisin. I don't know if I've ever even had one of those.
No.
But it just smells so caramelized.
This is very inviting.
Yeah.
Very inviting. Nose, I'm going A plus check.
A plus check. I like that. I
agree. Initial taste. Oily. Very oily, coats the palate. Smooth, though.
And that's where all those cherry notes are coming through real hard.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting the plum, the cherry,
the fig,
the raisin, like all those deep, kind of a little bit of the tannins, like the raisin skin. Like, you know how kind of it's like a little briny? Mm-hmm. Not briny, but you know what I'm saying. It has that, like, taste that is left over in your mouth. Mouse.
This is incredible, and I would love this with a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
And just totally decompress after a long day. This is super good.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they knocked it out of the water. What else is new? They make incredible products, and this stands up to the test again, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's very candied. And this comes in at what?
Yeah, what's the proof on this?
48%, so 96 proof. This doesn't go down that hot, but it's a very good, I don't even want to say entry-level Speyside for red wine-like lovers, but it kind of is. Like, the notes aren't overpowering. Nothing in this is like a turn-off to people that are new at Scotch.
No, not at all, and it's not peaty. So if you're brand new to Scotch, that's always the big, the big turn-off term is it peaty? Does it smell like that smell if you can't remember the word peat when you're trying to describe what it is? But this is very pleasant. And yeah, I mean, I could easily see myself and Colleen sitting down and crushing this. Mm-hmm. It's my wife, for those that are new to our channel and don't know. All
right, so initial taste, what are you getting? What's your rating? I would say A++ again.
A++ I'm fine with. I agree.
I love this. This is so good.
It is really good.
All right, ending note.
It's not that it dissipates quick, but it's kind of flat on the back end. But not in a bad way. There's some baking spice on the back end.
There's some baking spice, for sure.
And then it just kind of slowly dissipates. But the oils within this coat your palate to such an extent that it's not difficult to speak, like sometimes, which you've seen in our other reviews, but this makes you appreciate what you just enjoyed, and then the ending note forces you to remember that this is for sipping and not large guzzles at a time, because the initial taste is so enjoyable and inviting, also paired with the nose, that the ending note, it just makes you take a second, and that hesitation on the back end to just appreciate what you just enjoyed makes the baking spice come a little more forward. And then as it settles down and trails off, I guess, for lack of better terms, it's just like an appreciation moment.
Yeah. All the sweetness goes away.
Yeah.
But you're getting a lot of those remnants of the raisin and the like skin of those dark fruits on the back end.
This is an experience.
Yeah. It's very tanniny, but it makes you kind of like
fruit skins too.
Yeah. It kind of makes you like your mouth sticky.
Yeah. Yep.
This is really good. All right. And you know, what are you giving it?
A+.
A+. I love it, dude.
The final rating?
This is so good.
Give me that countdown.
We have a twist, though, here. We have 3. Because Tyler from Addys, his rating is a 95. So we'll have to account for that in our rating, just so you know. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
95. Yeah, 94.75.
Good for... No. I was like super excited there for a second, and then I'm like, no. A little bit lower.
Is it 94.5?
No, higher.
So it's in between 7.5 and 5.
Right.
6.5.
6.6. Yeah.
There's 295s in there. Either way, pick this bottle up. This is unbelievably enjoyable, and this is now in my top 5 scotches ever.
Where would you put this in comparison to the Abunad?
Oh, this is better.
Oh yeah, you think so?
To me, yeah, I like this a lot.
I wish we still had that left over, but we're luscious and we just destroyed the entire bottle.
Couldn't stop drinking.
Yeah, I know.
Couldn't stop drinking.
But that one is very pricey now, I think. I think that one's more expensive than this.
And that was a gift. Yeah. So I lucked out there, but it was too good to stop.
Yeah, so if you're in the market for a good Speyside whiskey with those sherry notes that doesn't even taste like Scotch, really. This is just, I mean, it does. You can tell that it's a Scotch, but still, you're sipping on this and you're just enjoying every aspect of it. Yeah. Your mouth is watering constantly. Those notes are lingering. You get the tannins from the raisins. You get the sweetness from like the sugar and the honey and vanilla up front, and then you get all those other fruits in there. It's just a fantastic product. So if you're going to go pick this up, go to Addys. You can get 10% off of this product for the next week. So go pick this up for this price. Enjoy it and let us know what you think.
Appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week for another fun-filled Wednesday Whiskey review.
Fish out. If you are going to pick this bottle, please remember to always drink responsibly, be a good person, and Michael,
do not litter.
We're out.